Okay, welcome back. So this is part 3. So we've filled our bondo mould, it's dried, we've applied it, and now it's time to colour it. So this isn't a terrible match to my skin. It's a little bit pink. It's not taking into account my tan terribly well. Don't worry, I haven't exactly been to the beach or anything. But I just need to get the colours blended a little bit. So this is just a Skin Illustrator palette. We're going to concentrate on these colours up here, and we're just going to play it by ear a little bit, and we will get a bit of pink in as well. So just going to get the palette nice and wet, and I'm going to use a Delium stipple brush, and we're going to just see what a little bit of that middle colour looks like. So I'm just going to dance it over the surface. So it's very much like using watercolours. We build it up lightly. Obviously while it's wet, it's a little hard to see, but we do what we can do. Right, so I think I'm going to need a little bit of a darker colour. You can always mix colours as well, but you want to keep it thin and runny. Alright, so this may not be my best job ever, but I'm trying to do this through the lens of the camera. So at this point I could do with an assistant. And I'm going slightly onto the skin as well, just to help bring the edges together. So we're getting closer. If you squint and look at things, it gives you a slightly better impression. So I'm going to go a little bit darker again. And we're not ever brushing, we're just dabbing and stippling. We don't want to leave brush strokes. Also, it's prone to taking the colour back off. We're getting there. Let's maybe be brave, putting a little bit of brown. So I've got some sunspots on the backs of my hands. Not a spring chicken anymore. It's getting closer. A little hard to tell because of the shine, but I can tell from my angle that it's heading towards the right direction. Okay, gonna let that dry a little bit. I think what I could do with though is a little bit of a pinky colour, add a little bit of lividity into it. Also, you know, any wound is going to get a little bit irritated. So don't worry about getting a bit of extra colour in. If you've got too much, you can always just move it around with your fingers or cotton buds. But if you look at your skin, it's made up of many different colours. Okay, so that's the outside done. Right, because this is theoretically meant to be a hole going all the way through my hand, I don't have that luxury. So we have to trick the eye a little bit. I'm not a massive fan of using black. I prefer to veer towards like dark browns, but getting a bit of extra, extra colour in the middle will help create the illusion of depth. Okay, let's get a bit of, I think this is an aged blood. This is the Lotus Burwell palette, which I've loved to death. So in this case, I am brushing it on slightly, but I'm doing it carefully. I'm not scrubbing. I like to let it pool as well. Let it find its own place. A bit more of a darker colour. If you want to use any sort of fresh bloods or dried bloods, you can. I'm not a fan of them unless you need to see it flowing, because it causes an issue with stickiness and it can carry on moving. So I prefer just to load up a nice wet brush with either, your fresh blood colours or your aged blood colours, and just let it do its own thing. Obviously bear in mind which angle the person is going to be shot from and which angle they're lying, which angle is downhill. So that's essentially it. So all I would do now is put on some anti-shine. I'm just going to turn the light off just so you can see it without the reflections. See, ooh, looks completely different in this light again. Looks quite pink. So again, always check, have a look. If the shot's being, well, if the scene's being shot outside, check it in natural light. If it's being shot indoors, check it in that place. But yeah, I mean, that's the basics of it. Hopefully you won't be disadvantaged having to look through a camera while doing it, and you'll have all the right tools at hand. But that gives an idea of how to do it. So start to finish, you can apply one of these in under 5 minutes. Okay, I will finish it off and then take some pickies. Thank you.